Yo, what is good YouTube? It's your boy Umyp here with another video. Yes, I'm finally back, and today I'm gonna be showing you guys the build I decided to make in 2K22. Now, yes, I've been playing current gen and next gen, so I'll be dropping videos for my build on both gens. But for this year's build, I actually decided to do something a little different. Not only can this build dribble, because you know my build has to be able to dribble, but we got hella defense, and we even got defending takeover. But I don't want to talk about it, spoil it. I want to get into the actual build and why I did all the things I did. So for the pie chart, I actually decided to pick the half green, half yellow. And I know this is the play shot one, or this is the one that everyone used for 21, but you gotta keep in mind this is 2K22, and they changed up a lot of the things, a lot of the attributes, all this. So even though it's the same pie chart, it's gonna be a different build. Now for the physical, we're gonna pick the first one. That way we got the most speed and acceleration, because we're not gonna be worrying about vertical and strength, because we're not gonna be dunking or posting people up. Now with the badges, we're gonna max out our 3-point and max out our mid-range, and we're gonna leave that alone for now. Now with defense, once again, this is something that we're definitely gonna have to max out, just because, like I said, you're actually gonna have a long wingspan, so it's gonna help you with defense. Like I said, this build not only does it have defense, not only does it have great offense, but it has great defense too. So it's gonna be defending too. Now, with the shooting badge, you want to max out your free throw and put your post fade all the way until you get 22 shooting badges. So your post fade should be at 51. Now, with the rest, I put it at driving dunk and driving layup. Now, you have a longer wingspan, so even though your driving dunk is a 64, you're going to have way more driving dunk tendencies. Same with layups. You're not going to miss a lot of them, especially if you put on long athletic. With that long wingspan, you're not going to be missing a lot of your layups. As for shooting, right now we have an 87.3. Now with 2K22, you don't need a high 3 to be able to shoot. So already, like off the jump, an 87.3 is more than good. With the mid-range, same thing, that's a 90. That is way more than good. I see people shoot green lights, like they can shoot like 5 for 5 from the 3 with a 75.3. So 2K22, like I said, you don't need a high 3-point to shoot, which is why an 87 and a 90 for mid-range and 3-point is perfect. Now with the playmaking, once again, 87 ball handle, that's cool. As long as we have above 85, so that we can have all the pro dribble moves, that's all we care about. And pass accuracy, that's only maxed out so we can get the playmaking badges, because the more playmaking badges we have, the better we are, the more things we can do, the more efficient our build can be. We don't really need finishing badges because we're not a finisher. And then with the defending, like I said, you're just going to want to max out everything. Like I said, we're just going to max everything on defense, because not only is this build like unstoppable on offense, but I want to have defense too. And that's what I love about this build. And this is why this build is unique. And I haven't seen anyone with this build similar to mine. Now with the body type, that really doesn't matter. That's up to you. And with the height, this is where I was struggling at. So I was trying to make him 6'4", but if I make him 6'4", you see my ball handle, I lose 2. So now I have 85 ball handle. So which means max, if I do anything more in my wingspan, I won't be able to have pro dribble moves until I hit 99. Which there's nothing wrong with that, but obviously, for me, I want to be playing all the time 100% and get used to the dribble moves. So I want to have an 85 at least, no matter what. So let's say you didn't care about that. You could obviously, you know what I'm saying, make your wingspan, max out your wingspan. You only lose 1, maxing it out, which isn't bad. You still have an 83.3, which is very good. Like I said, you don't need a high 3 to shoot good. But like I said, your ball handle is an 84, so now you're gonna need to hit 96 so you can finally have them pro dribble moves. But if you don't like that either, you can always go 6'4". And you can go 83, have your wingspan at 83 inches. This way you still have a long wingspan, you're 6'4", you're tall, and you can still dribble, and you have an 85.3. Now, as you see, we now have the takeover, and so with the takeover, because of the build that I chose, I decided to lockdown take. Now, yeah, you can do spot up take, that's also a good one too, because once you have spot up take, you have shooting take, you're not gonna miss. And I swear I feel like they buffed shooting take this year. It definitely gives me 2K17 vibes. I remember 2K17 when a sharpshooter got his takeover, you would never miss. And that's kind of what it's like right now. So sharpshooting take is amazing, obviously. But for me personally, I want a lockdown take just because, like I said, I want to be able to play defense. So we're gonna go with lockdown take. And then that right there is the build that I made. Now I know it does say playmaking shot creator, but think of it in a way as people underestimating you. They're gonna think you're a play shot. They're gonna think you're the same play shot from last year when clearly you're not even. And that's what I love about this build so much. But now that we have all this, we can go through the badges. Alright, y'all, so now that we're in the badges, we're going to go ahead and start off with finishing. Now for finishing, it really doesn't matter. Once again, we're not really going to be finishing too much. So you just put on Giant Slayer and keep that moving. Or, honestly, whatever you want. Now, with the shooting badges, this is what is kind of important. And I mean, we have 22 shooting badges, so we're going to have a lot of shooting badges, which is one thing that I genuinely mess with, and I like that. So for one, Hall of Fame Hot Zone Hunter. We already know that has to be on. Hall of Fame Green Machine. Once again, that's another badge that we have to have Hall of Fame. I know you guys remember the big four that everyone used to rock last year, and it's kind of similar with this year. Hall of Fame Deadeye, another one that's definitely going to be needed. And then, you know what I'm saying, like once you have these main three Hall of Fame, you gotta realize you still have 10 upgrades to put on anything you want. So I've been seeing a lot of people, or I've been hearing about a lot of people use Chef. For me, I like Blinders, putting that on Hall of Fame because it just makes shooting a whole lot easier. And then Hall of Fame Volume Shooter. This is the layout that I've been using with my badges maxed out. But obviously, anyone can. You have so many options because you have 22 shooting badges, and that's what I love about this build. You have so many shooting badges, and same thing with playmaking. You have so many playmaking badges. You can honestly do your badge setup however you yourself want to do it. You know what I'm saying? You're not limited to only a few badges. You have so many different options. Now to playmaking. With playmaking, once again, you have 21, so you have a lot of choices and you have a lot of options. Now, Hall of Fame Quick First Step, that's a must. Hall of Fame Handles for Days, that's a must. And after that, you can really start doing what you want. So obviously, bailout, I'm gonna put that on Silver because Silver works the same as Hall of Fame. With Floor General, I definitely like to be that person. It honestly for me be between Floor General and Dimer. But let's say like you play with people that like, or I'm not gonna say, let's say like you're going for clips and stuff that you don't even have to put on Floor General and Dimer. Once again, all this stuff is all up to you. Hall of Fame Quick Chain, once again, that's another must. But regardless, we have these 2 silver badges and we still have 5 more badges that we can go with. So this right here is gonna be the playmaking lineup that I'm going with. I actually haven't finished my playmaking badges yet, but I have finished my my shooting badges. And then with the 10 defending, keep in mind you have a long wingspan. Ankle braces, you don't need that. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not gonna be worried about that. So with defending, I'm definitely gonna go gold clamps, gold chase down, and probably silver interceptor and silver intimidator. Now the reason I did silver interceptor instead of like making my intimidator gold or something like that, I already have the wingspan, so I'm gonna get the contest regardless because my wingspan is longer, and I've been getting a lot of passing lanes. So I feel like with silver interceptor or even gold interceptor, you're gonna get a lot of passing lanes. And even with this chase down, let's say you don't want to do chase down because you don't have a high block, you can always put on pick dodger too. Once again, we kind of have a lot of things to work with. Yeah, 10 defending badges ain't the best, but that's better than 4 or 6. So you still have a lot of things that you can work with it, a lot of different options. And that right there would be my defending badges lineup. But this right here is my lineup for my build. So like I said, this build is actually super good. Once again, you can shoot, defend, play make, all that. Like, this is why I love this build. You have a long wingspan, defending, takeover. You know how overpowered that is. Once you get that, the other team is not gonna score. So anyway, I just this is my build. I thought I should give you guys this. So if you did enjoy it, please make sure to do me a huge favor, hit that like button. Also subscribe, put on post notifications, that way you're notified whenever I drop any new bangers. Anyway, 2K22 is back, so that means we're back together, and we got more uploads coming soon. Anyway, love y'all, and I'll catch y'all tomorrow.